This is A-Game, fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So I have a quick video to share with you guys today, and what I really want to talk about is a concept that I think a lot of women find really uncomfortable sometimes, and that is getting a man and then not being his first priority. Because a lot of times women think, and we're taught, that we are supposed to be the number one thing in our man's life, and that's not so. And so I'm going to share a video with you, and then I'm going to kind of break that down according to my perspective, and we're really going to talk about it. So let me go ahead, let me share really quickly so you guys can see it. And here we go.
If you're dealing with a man who's purposeful, you could never be his priority. You know why? Because his purpose to himself, to what he got to do, is always going to be first. He's always going to choose the opportunity that's going to advance his career, which trickles down and benefits you if he's his woman. All men need a woman to remind them of who they are. Because at times we do get lost, we do get misguided, and we lean on our woman. A lot of the times with men, woman is our inspiration. You see men turn their whole lives around. Wow. If you're dealing with a man who's purposeful,
before I stop sharing, I'm going to point out something real quick too in the comments. I'm trying to find the exact comment I wanted to point out. Okay. Here's the comment that I wanted to point out. If you guys can see it, I don't know if you can see it. This person here says a woman is never a real man's inspiration. And it goes on to say, as men, we have a vision that only we can accomplish alone. We're born alone, we die alone. You sound like you need to be breastfed to get it done. Either that or you do it for women and not for yourself. Okay, I won't read the rest of that. Okay. Then he said he started out sounding like a true warrior until he added a woman to the picture. Again, strong-minded men get it done without a woman's inspiration, and that's a fact. Okay. So I just wanted to point that out really quickly. The comment as well. We're going to get to the comment, but the first thing I want to do is talk about what's going on in the video. He was saying that a man who is purposeful, his woman is not his priority, although she benefits from the things that he does. And also she serves as his inspiration, or the other term for that is being a man's muse. The problem I have with the comment real quick is that the guy who was talking about no, there shouldn't be a woman involved. Men do get their inspiration from women. Men use women as their muse. They do. And I think sometimes some of these kinds of men who think like that don't understand the dynamic between men and women. Looking to a woman and getting your inspiration from her is not the same thing as getting your vision from her. or she's somehow babying you through life just because she's supporting you, or just because you look to her for support. If this is a woman in your life that you have included in your life, you should be able to look to her for support. Why not? Why wouldn't you be able to do that? See, that mindset is actually go hand in hand with the other mindset that women have, that she shouldn't support you and that you should do it on your own, and the things that you do should benefit her, but she doesn't necessarily need to benefit you. So that's what's wrong with that mindset. I don't agree with that mindset, but here's the other thing. I mainly, for the most part, I agree with what he said in that video. But here's the thing. He was talking about, his career choices and things of that nature. The thing that we have to understand and keep in mind, first off, is the order of the 10 life values. Wealth is number 10. Profession is number 8. Family is number 3. So your profession never comes actually before your family. However, family is number 3. Your wife and your children are included in your family. There are 2 other things that come before that, and that is spiritual and that is health. The spiritual value encompasses the purpose. See, the profession is not the purpose. Your purpose is found in the spiritual value, the purpose for why you were even getting up in the morning. That is in your spiritual value. The vehicle you need to fulfill your purpose is in your health. You need your body, you need the sanity of your mind, you need the stability of your emotions, you need all of those things which are a part of health to actually deal with your purpose. Family is after those 2 things. Now, I just wanted to set that as a ground rule. Now, let me talk about why women are uncomfortable with that. The reason why a lot of women are uncomfortable with that is because women want to be a man's first thought when he get up in the morning and his last thought when he go to bed. And a lot of times, especially these little modern women or these little hyenas running around here, want to be a man's first priority. She doesn't want him to put anything in front of her because she wants the ability to utilize his love, his care, and his how he feels about her against him, or to be able to manipulate him through it. And this is why a lot of women are uncomfortable with that, with the thought that he may love me and he'll take a bullet for me and he might give one to somebody for me without any hesitation. He won't hesitate, to do all of these things. However, I am not the first thing. I am not his priority, and I actually can't be his priority. The love that he has for me and the love that I have for him has to be in check. Like, all of that stuff got to be in check. It's got to be in order. I can't come before the spiritual or the health value. I can't, because if I come before his spiritual and his health value, if his spirit fails or his health fails, then that don't help me anyway. He can't help me without helping himself first. He has to help himself first. His life has to work for him first. His purpose has to work for him and be outlined first before he get with me. I don't help him do that. I don't help him come up with that. He has to do that on his own as a human being that is getting in preparation to lead not only himself in his life, but anybody that he takes on to lead in his life. Like, that's got to be solid with him. His purpose has to be solid with him, and everything works for it. Everything is in service of that purpose. Everything that he do, everything that the people in his life do that's around him. Because they certainly can't detract from the purpose, because that detraction becomes a distraction and it takes away from what's going on and it becomes a negative. So women can't be the priority. And for those of you who think, no, I don't, the other thing, some of the other comments was, maybe I should get a man without purpose. Then you get a man without order. Then you get these simps out here that don't have nothing to do but be in your face. And then you get mad at him because he doesn't have anything to do but be in your face or other women's faces. He makes women his priority in life. he makes having sex with them or having sex with a lot of them or being able to go back and forth with them as a purpose in his life. And if he makes women in general the purpose of his life, you will never be special anyway, because you're always replaceable in his life, because he has made these frivolous things. In point of fact, it becomes making leisure, which is number 9, above number 1, 2, and 3 in the 10 life value system. So we have to start paying attention to the order of the values, because they mean something. It's not arbitrary that they're put in that order, right? So women have to understand, a man that has a purpose and a vision, these are the men that are leaders. These are the men that possess the leadership that you say you want, but that you're really not prepared for. You're really not prepared for a man that you aren't going to be in a position to constantly manipulate his love for you, to get your way, no matter what happens to him. And that's what a lot of these women, they want that level of control so that they can use it as leverage against the man to get him to do all of the things that they want him to do. So they try to use things like sex, the availability of sex within the relationship, or the non-availability of it. They try to use, well, if you love me, you would do this and blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And try to bring that up or use it in a manipulative, negative way against him. These are the women that's upset about a man that don't allow that. And they want to go to the other extreme. Well, if I'm not his first priority, he don't love me. That's not true. A man can love you with all his heart. And if he's doing what he's supposed to do righteously, you won't ever be his first priority. Because a lot of men, the men who are doing things righteously, actually the reality of the fact of the matter is, God is his first priority. God is number 1. And you never come before that. You never come before that. That's one thing that was established very clearly in my previous marriage, in my the marriage I had. The spiritual value always came first. It always came first. It trumped everything else. So you can say what you want to, you can do what you want to. Ain't nobody saying I don't love you. Ain't nobody saying I don't care for you. Ain't nobody saying that you don't hold a very, very special place, and not a small place, in my heart. But Allah come before you. There's nothing that's going to go on that's going to make me put you ahead of that. Nothing. I'll leave you first. With all the love that I got, I'll leave you. And you know what? That went the other way as well. Well, no matter how much love I have for him, he never came before Allah. He never came before Allah, ever. Not one time. Because, if we have to split, because I'm going to stand on these values, then it's going to break my heart, but I will split. And it's not a threat. It's not even a threatening situation. It's more like this is the truth of the matter. We have to tell the truth to one another. We have to be very honest in these relationships. And that's what's missing all around. Nobody's being honest. These women want to be the apple of these men's eyes without giving them anything. And that's because they want control over the man and control over the relationship through manipulation and emotion. They want to be able to emotionally manipulate this man in a negative way in order to have the relationship go the way that she wants it to go. And in the process, she doesn't care how it emotionally or psychologically destroys that man. Lionesses understand very clearly that we are not the number 1 priority. That doesn't mean that we aren't a priority at all. We understand that we just not number 1. We're number 3. We number 3. Because his spirit can come before me, his health can come before me, but you can't put your job before me. I wouldn't be able to put mine before you. because profession is number 8 and family is number 3. But spiritual and health is 1 and 2. You see what I mean? So lionesses aren't bothered by this, but hyenas are. Okay. And the other thing that we're bothered by in terms of hyenas are the ones that was running Black Lives Matter organization. So we have a petition against them, Black Lives Matter, for that $90 million that was misappropriated. So the link to that petition is in the description box. Also, I'd like for you guys to sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this topic. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.